too close to your exes, that's a red flag. It's like,
Cordial, cool.
cordial, okay, you speak. I don't want y'all to have beef yet, okay? Because then that gets...
The internet loves a perfect love story, especially when it involves a man the world thought could never be touched. A man so guarded, so disciplined, so private that Hollywood practically turned him into a myth. Before the cameras started flashing around his relationship, before the paparazzi followed every vacation, before every gossip page turned his personal life into content, Michael B. Jordan was the definition of untouchable. He wasn't the guy posting soft-launch couples pictures every weekend. He wasn't feeding blogs with romantic drama. He wasn't out here chasing viral relationship moments. No. He moved like a fortress. Silent, calculated, controlled. That's exactly why the world lost its mind the moment Lori Harvey entered the picture. Because suddenly, the man who spent years hiding every detail of his personal life started moving differently. Suddenly, vacations became public. Birthday tributes appeared online. Interviews sounded softer. His entire energy shifted, and people noticed immediately. The internet didn't just see a celebrity relationship. They saw something they had never witnessed before, Michael B. Jordan emotionally exposed in real time. And now, years later, the internet is still obsessed with one brutal question. Did she truly love him? Or was he simply another chapter in a carefully designed empire-building strategy? Because when you really break this story down piece by piece, interview by interview, breakup by breakup, the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. Every man leaves emotionally exhausted. Every relationship creates an explosion of media attention. Every breakup somehow elevates Lori Harvey's brand even higher. And every time the dust settles, she walks away looking untouched while the men involved seem forced into recovery mode. That's where this story becomes bigger than celebrity gossip. This isn't just about romance anymore. This is about power. This is about image. This is about modern relationships colliding with fame, branding, social media, and emotional survival in the most public way possible. Because if we're being honest, the downfall didn't begin after the breakup. The downfall started the second Michael B. Jordan opened the vault. Rewind back to late 2020. At that point, Michael B. Jordan wasn't just successful. He was operating at another level entirely. Between the success of Creed, Marvel, and multiple blockbuster films, he had become one of Hollywood's most desired leading men. But despite all the attention, his private life remained almost completely invisible. That mystery became part of his brand. Women admired him because he felt unattainable. Men respected him because he stayed disciplined. The media chased stories constantly, yet he rarely gave them anything substantial. Then came Lori Harvey, and instantly, the energy changed. Suddenly, they were photographed together everywhere. Luxury vacations, romantic dinners, cozy social media posts, public appearances that felt almost strategic in how perfectly curated they looked. It wasn't just that Michael was dating someone. It was that he looked genuinely happy doing it publicly. That shocked people. Because this wasn't casual behavior for him. This was a complete personality shift. The internet immediately framed Lori Harvey as the woman who finally unlocked Michael B. Jordan. Headlines exploded across entertainment media. Fans started calling them the new power couple. Social media treated their relationship like a real-life fairy tale. Every picture went viral. Every interaction became content. But beneath all the glamorous headlines, something deeper was happening. Michael was emotionally investing in a way the public had never seen before. And according to multiple entertainment reports at the time, he was reportedly envisioning a future much bigger than dating. There were whispers about commitment, marriage, even plans for a long-term home together in California. For the first time, people believed Michael B. Jordan wasn't just dating for fun. He was building toward permanence. That's important, because when someone that guarded finally opens up emotionally, the stakes become completely different. This wasn't a temporary Hollywood fling for him. This looked real. And that's why the breakup hit the culture the way it did. When news surfaced in 2022 that the relationship was over, fans reacted like a public divorce had happened. Social media went into chaos trying to understand what went wrong. Some blamed career schedules. Others blamed commitment issues. Others immediately began dissecting Lori Harvey's dating history, trying to build theories around patterns and motives. But the most revealing moments came later, not from tabloids, from Michael himself. Fast forward to his interview on CBS Mornings with Gayle King. This was one of the first times people truly saw the emotional aftermath written across his face. And while he remained respectful throughout the interview, his words carried the weight of someone still trying to convince himself he had moved forward. He talked about growth. He talked about work saving him. He talked about learning from the experience. But what he didn't say became even louder than what he did. He never sounded healed. He sounded distracted. There's a major difference. A healed person reflects with peace. A distracted person reflects while actively avoiding the pain. Michael repeatedly referenced work as his escape. Endless filming schedules. Constant projects. Staying busy. Moving forward through motion instead of emotional closure. That told people everything they needed to know. Because burying yourself in work isn't always healing. Sometimes it's survival. And then came the moment that made the internet spiral even harder. Saturday Night Live. When Michael B. Jordan hosted SNL after the breakup, audiences expected comedy. Instead, many people witnessed a man using humor as armor. During his monologue, he joked about breakups and self-improvement, making light of the emotional fallout in front of millions watching worldwide. The crowd laughed. But underneath the jokes, there was tension. Because comedy has always been one of humanity's greatest defense mechanisms. People laugh hardest at pain they haven't fully processed yet. And for many viewers, Michael didn't sound like a man joking from emotional distance. He sounded like someone still trying to emotionally stabilize himself in public. That's what made the performance so fascinating. It was vulnerable without admitting vulnerability. Then, shortly afterward, he returned to interviews promoting Creed 3. Once again, he projected confidence. Once again, he emphasized growth, blessings, success, and moving forward. He even declared that this was his Jordan year. But body language experts, fans, and social media users immediately dissected every moment. The energy felt forced to some people. Not fake, but overcompensating. Like a man determined to prove he was okay before fully becoming okay. Meanwhile, Lori Harvey was moving entirely differently. And that's where the public debate exploded. Because while Michael appeared emotionally reflective after the breakup, Lori appeared emotionally untouchable. In interviews, she spoke about peace, happiness, boundaries, and protecting her energy. On the surface, those messages sounded empowering. And honestly, many people applauded her for it. Women online praised her for refusing to stay in situations that no longer fulfilled her emotionally. Her quotes about not compromising her happiness spread across social media like motivational slogans. But critics saw something else. Timing. That's what triggered suspicion. Because not long after the breakup with Michael B. Jordan, Lori Harvey entered another highly publicized relationship, this time with Damson Idris. And instantly, history seemed to repeat itself. Damson Idris wasn't some random celebrity chasing attention. At the time, he was becoming one of the entertainment industry's fastest rising actors thanks to his incredible performance on the TV show Snowfall. Critics respected him. Hollywood respected him. His career trajectory looked unstoppable. But the moment he became publicly attached to Lori Harvey, media attention shifted dramatically. Suddenly, the relationship overshadowed the work. Paparazzi coverage intensified. Social media conversations became relationship-focused instead of career-focused. And just like with Michael, the public became obsessed with the romance narrative itself. At first, Damson appeared relaxed about the attention. In interviews, he suggested he believed the frenzy would eventually calm down. But celebrity relationships rarely work that way once the internet becomes emotionally invested. The relationship itself becomes the product. Every public appearance becomes marketing material. Every Instagram post becomes evidence for online detectives. Every facial expression becomes a viral debate. And eventually, that pressure changes everything. Then came the breakup. Again, another high-profile romance. Another media explosion. Another sudden ending. And once again, Lori Harvey appeared to glide forward effortlessly while the internet focused on the emotional aftermath surrounding the man involved. That's when the blueprint narrative truly took over social media. People began connecting dots. Future, Memphis Depay, Michael B. Jordan, Damson Idris. A growing list of high-profile men. And with every relationship came more visibility, more headlines, more influence, and more brand growth. That's the point where public opinion split directly down the middle. One side saw Lori Harvey as a modern woman refusing to settle. A woman who understood her value, protected her peace, and exited relationships that no longer aligned with her happiness. The other side saw something colder. Strategic elevation. Calculated visibility. Relationship branding disguised as romance. And the truth is, both perspectives gained traction because both contained elements people recognized. Because in today's entertainment industry, relationships are no longer just relationships. They're business assets. That's the uncomfortable reality nobody wants to admit. Celebrity couples generate clicks, engagement, sponsorships, relevance, magazine covers, and endless social media traction. Entire marketing ecosystems form around famous relationships. Fashion brands benefit. Blogs benefit. Media companies benefit. Algorithms benefit. And celebrities themselves benefit too. That doesn't automatically make the emotions fake, but it does complicate them. Because when love and branding become intertwined, it becomes almost impossible for the public to separate authenticity from strategy. That's why Lori Harvey became such a controversial figure online. Not because she dated famous men. Hollywood has always operated like that. But because she appeared emotionally unaffected by outcomes that visibly impacted the men involved. That contrast created the mythology. Michael B. Jordan looked emotionally wounded afterward. Damson Idris seemed to disappear from the spotlight for a while after his breakup. Meanwhile, Lori Harvey's image remained polished, composed, and forward-moving. To supporters, that represented emotional maturity. To critics, it represented emotional detachment. And honestly, that debate says just as much about society as it does about Lori herself. Because people are deeply uncomfortable watching women leave relationships without public emotional collapse. For decades, celebrity culture conditioned audiences to expect heartbreak performances from women, crying interviews, emotional breakdowns, dramatic confessions. But Lori Harvey disrupted that expectation entirely. She moved differently. She rarely explained herself, rarely defended herself, rarely begged for public understanding. And in the age of oversharing, silence becomes powerful. That silence made people project their own theories onto her constantly. Was she protecting herself emotionally? Or was she protecting a brand? That question fueled endless debates online. But here's where the conversation gets even deeper. The men involved also played major roles in shaping these narratives. Take Michael B. Jordan specifically. Part of why people became so emotionally invested in his breakup was because they had never seen him vulnerable before. His transformation during the relationship amplified the emotional impact afterward. The public didn't just witness a breakup. They witnessed a guarded man becoming emotionally open for the first time. That's what hurt people to watch, especially men, because many men saw themselves in him. A disciplined man finally letting his guard down only to end up publicly heartbroken became symbolic online. Discussions exploded around emotional risk, vulnerability, masculinity, and modern dating culture. Some people even framed the relationship as a warning story. Others argued that vulnerability itself wasn't the mistake. Choosing the wrong person was. And that's where public opinion turned into full-blown internet warfare. Every interview clip became evidence. Every quote became analyzed like courtroom testimony. Every relationship move became part of a larger conspiracy theory about fame and emotional leverage. Then came another major moment that reignited everything. Michael B. Jordan's later reflections in magazine interviews years after the breakup. By that point, enough time had passed for people to expect emotional distance. Yet even then, his wording remained careful and layered. He spoke respectfully about Lori Harvey's right to live her life however she chose. He acknowledged her independence and autonomy. But even while being respectful, the emotional residue still felt present. And the internet noticed immediately, because sometimes pain doesn't disappear completely. Sometimes it just evolves into perspective. That's why the conversation around this relationship never fully died. It became larger than celebrity gossip. It became a case study about modern love under public pressure, about branding versus authenticity, about emotional investment versus emotional preservation, about who benefits most when celebrity relationships become public entertainment. And if we're being honest, this story also reveals something uncomfortable about the audience itself. People claim to hate celebrity culture, yet they emotionally consume every detail of celebrity relationships like serialized television. Fans become emotionally attached to couples they've never met. Breakups become national discussions. Strangers online choose sides as if they personally experience the relationship themselves. That emotional investment creates pressure capable of destroying real relationships. Because imagine trying to navigate intimacy while millions of strangers constantly judge your every interaction. Imagine trying to heal privately while social media transforms your heartbreak into memes and think pieces. That level of visibility changes human behavior. It has to. Which brings us back to Lori Harvey. Because regardless of whether people admire her or criticize her, one thing is undeniable. She understands public perception extremely well. She understands silence. She understands timing. She understands image control. And in the entertainment industry, those skills are survival tools. The reality is, Hollywood rewards mystery when used correctly. And Lori Harvey mastered the art of controlled visibility. She gives the public enough to stay interested, but rarely enough to fully decode her emotionally. That creates intrigue. Intrigue creates attention. Attention creates influence. Influence creates power. That doesn't necessarily mean her relationships are fake, but it does mean she navigates fame with precision. And perhaps that precision is exactly what unsettles people, because society often romanticizes emotional chaos as proof of authenticity. Public suffering gets interpreted as real love. Public composure gets interpreted as emotional coldness. But humans process emotions differently. Some collapse publicly. Some recover privately. Some turn pain into productivity. Some detach immediately. None of those reactions alone fully define someone's intentions. Still, the pattern surrounding Lori Harvey continues fueling speculation because of how consistently similar the outcomes appear publicly. Highly visible relationship, massive media rollout, emotional internet obsession, sudden breakup, male partner appears emotionally impacted. Lori Harvey's brand continues ascending. Repeat. That consistency is what keeps people talking. And honestly, it's probably why the internet will never stop analyzing her dating life. Because celebrity culture thrives on narratives. And Lori Harvey accidentally, or intentionally, depending on who you ask, became the center of one of the internet's favorite narratives. The woman who leaves powerful men emotionally wrecked while leveling up every single time. Now here's the part nobody wants to admit openly. There's also jealousy involved in public reactions. Some people resent women who appear emotionally independent. Others resent men who become emotionally vulnerable. Celebrity culture magnifies both reactions simultaneously. That's why Lori Harvey inspires both admiration and criticism at extreme levels. People project their own dating frustrations, fears, insecurities, and ideologies onto her relationships constantly. To some women, she represents standards and self-worth. To some men, she represents emotional danger. To others, she's simply a celebrity living her life, while the internet creates fictional narratives around ordinary breakups. And maybe that's the biggest truth of all. Nobody except the people directly involved truly knows what happened inside those relationships. Not the blogs, not the interviews, not the viral clips, not the comment sections. The public only sees fragments, carefully selected moments, edited narratives, promotional interviews, paparazzi snapshots. That's it. Everything else becomes speculation layered on top of entertainment culture. Still, the fascination remains because these stories mirror real-life relationship anxieties people experience every day, fear of emotional betrayal, fear of vulnerability, fear of being used, fear of investing in someone who ultimately chooses themselves over the relationship. That's why Michael B. Jordan's situation resonated so strongly emotionally online. People didn't just see a celebrity breakup. They saw a human being lowering emotional defenses and facing consequences afterward. That experience feels universal. And in many ways, Lori Harvey became symbolic of a larger cultural shift happening in modern dating dynamics, especially among younger generations prioritizing self-preservation, independence, and personal fulfillment over traditional relationship expectations. Some celebrate that shift. Others fear it. But either way, it's changing relationship culture dramatically. And celebrity stories like this become lightning rods for those debates. Now, let's talk about the internet's favorite accusation, that Lori Harvey strategically dates powerful men to elevate her brand. Here's the complicated part. Every celebrity relationship increases visibility for both people involved. That's unavoidable. Fame itself multiplies attention. So yes, Lori Harvey's profile absolutely grew through these relationships. But Michael B. Jordan and Damson Idris also gained relationship-driven attention themselves. Their names dominated social media discussions at levels normal movie promotion sometimes can't achieve alone. Celebrity couples function as mutual amplification systems. The real issue isn't visibility. It's emotional aftermath. That's where audiences keep returning, because people believe Michael looked genuinely devastated afterward. And when audiences emotionally sympathize with one side more than the other, narratives form automatically. That sympathy became the foundation for endless theories about Lori Harvey being emotionally calculated. But again, the public doesn't actually know what happened privately. Maybe Michael wanted marriage sooner than Lori did. Maybe their priorities changed. Maybe timing failed them. Because humans are rarely fully heroes or villains. Relationships are messy. Fame makes them messier. And when emotions collide with branding, nobody escapes completely clean. Not Michael, not Damson, not Lori, not even the audience consuming the story. Because every click, every comment, every theory, every viral breakdown helps transform private relationships into profitable public spectacles. That's the machine. And once celebrities enter it, escaping becomes nearly impossible. Still, one thing remains undeniable. Lori Harvey changed Michael B. Jordan's public image forever. Before her, he was Hollywood's untouchable mystery. After her, people saw vulnerability. Whether that vulnerability was beautiful or destructive depends entirely on who you ask. But either way, it changed him. And perhaps that's why this story continues haunting internet culture years later. Not because of gossip, but because people saw themselves inside it. The fear of loving too hard. The fear of being emotionally outgrown. The fear of becoming vulnerable with someone who ultimately chooses themselves. Those fears are universal. Celebrity culture simply magnifies them under brighter lights. And now the debate continues endlessly across social media timelines, podcasts, interviews, and comment sections. Some call Lori Harvey a mastermind. Some call her misunderstood. Some call Michael B. Jordan unlucky. Some call him emotionally brave. But maybe the real lesson hiding underneath all this chaos is much simpler. Fame cannot protect people from heartbreak. Success cannot guarantee emotional security. And sometimes the strongest-looking people break the hardest once they finally allow themselves to feel something real. That's why this story still matters. Because underneath the designer outfits, luxury vacations, red carpets, and viral headlines, this was never really about celebrity gossip at all. It was about vulnerability colliding with ambition in the most public arena imaginable. And the world watched every second of it unfold.